Matt Roloff addresses speculation of Little People, Big World ending. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff has shed some light on whether his show will continue amid fan speculation that it could be ending after a 25-season run. In a lengthy statement posted on Facebook, the father of four shared some of the back-and-forth moments his family has had with the production of the show over the years. He explained that he was only able to come forward with his honest thoughts on the popular TLC show at the time of his Friday, April 26 post because a non-disclosure agreement he'd signed 20 years earlier had finally expired. The reality TV show premiered back in 2006. About 3 years after the Roloff family initially signed contracts to share their lives with TV audiences. By 2010, Matt said his family already wanted to be done with filming due to the grind of the process and the disruptions it caused to his kids' education. We thought we had completed our mission of educating the world on what it's like to be a little person in an average-sized world. Enough TV filming already, his post said. In the years that followed, Matt explained that his family continued to keep the show going through specials, wedding-themed seasons, and more. This is why I think there is some hesitation to announce from TLC that the show is over, even though the family as a whole is enjoying being away from it all after 19 to 20 years. He wrote before acknowledging that some members of his family have already said publicly that they don't intend to return to the show. As more and more family members drift away from the show, it becomes more difficult to produce the same content. He then addressed the question on many Little People, Big World fans' minds about whether Season 25's final episode has ended the show forever. TLC hadn't made any announcements about the show's future as of May 1. Nobody really knows at this point. I feel very content and satisfied with the run of shows and the journey we shared with you all, he wrote, adding that they never know what the future may bring. His post acknowledged that he was speaking for himself and not for TLC or other parties involved in the show's creation. Matt Roloff is answering the questions he's asked most often, including about the future of the long-running reality show, Little People, Big World. According to Roloff, there is a chance the episode that aired last Tuesday, April 23, could be it forever. We completed our contract obligations and wrapped filming last September 2023, Roloff. Season 25 was a very fun and fulfilling filming cycle, and Caryn and I particularly enjoyed working together with Chris and Amy in so many productive ways, he continued. Of course, we missed filming more with the other family members and were obviously disappointed not to do more things all together. When asked why Season 25 wasn't advertised as a series finale rather than a season finale, Roloff said his theory is that they are holding out hope that a clip look-back special shows in the works, maybe. He also explained that back in 2014, when the family first decided to stop filming, TLC jumped the gun by announcing the show was canceled and Season 6 would be the last. Roloff thinks this might be why the network has some hesitation to announce the show is over. I do think that TLC did a nice job on the last Tuesday season finale episode, hedging their bets and putting a nice button on the show and where the family members that still participate stands, Roloff wrote. So if LPBV never does come back in whatever various other forms, I think consensus is they wrapped up the Roloff LPBV Crazy Train saga pretty good. That's why many of you felt it was a series finale. And while he admits he can't predict the future, Roloff said that if they never do come back to reality TV, I feel very content and satisfied with the run of shows and the journey we shared with you all. His youngest son, Jacob, as well as Jacob's wife and son, still lives and works on the Roloff farm full-time. Our youngest, who broke away from the crazy train early to go see the world now in a poetic turn of events, has returned with his family to an open canvas of opportunity, he wrote. He's taking great advantage of many possibilities. Roloff admitted that it's hard not to talk most about Jacob because that's the child he sees most often. Zach and Tori, who announced earlier this year that they were done with the show, live with their 3 children in Battleground. Zach is in the process of building his own farm. Jeremy and Audrey, who left the show several years ago, are currently expecting their fourth child. They are also building their own life just a mile or two down the road from the farm. And Molly and her husband Joel prefer a more quiet and private life in Washington. Roloff also offered an update on himself, revealing the status of his engagement to Caryn, who he proposed to in 2023. According to Roloff, there is still no news on a wedding date, lol. However, he and Caryn now live together in his newly renovated home, and they are simply loving life and the current status. In the end, despite all the ups and downs these last few years have brought, Roloff says he's feeling healthier and happier than I have in years. Without you, we would never have been able to change the world's perception of little people. I feel like a big person in a little world thanks to you. Do you hear that? It's the world's smallest violin. She told The Times her husband is so busy that most of their chats take place over text these days. I don't know that he's asking me for advice, so much as it can be a very lonely world not to share with someone. But she also revealed they met at Yale in a discussion group called Social Decline in White America. Lots to unpack there, and complained about the imagined narratives surrounding the booing that she and JD faced when they attended a recent concert. Oh no, poor JD Vance, making money off the same taxpayers he's demonizing while pushing to take away the benefits they paid into and firing many Americans. His kids will be in his rich buddies' private, expensive schools that they've been pushing for taxpayers to pay for. But JD Vance feels lonely? Wow, so sad. This dickhead is a millennial. He's 40 years old. He has no excuses for being a piece of shit other than personal greed, so for that, he can go himself forever. It's a real shame that the first millennial at the highest level of politics is such turd. Is the cure to male loneliness resigning from your elected position and leaving the country forever? There are few things I can think of that JD is rightly deserving of. Lonely is one of them. And Yusha can write off. They're both garbage people. Audrey and Jeremy Roloff are soaking up all the sweet moments with the newest member of their family, daughter Mirabella May Roloff. The Little People, Big World couple announced the birth of their fourth child on Sunday, later sharing her name along with the other details of her birth. Mirabella was born at the Roloff's home at 4:29 a.m. on Thursday, May 23, weighing 8 elves, 12 ounces. Audrey took to Instagram to open up about the news, sharing photos from her home water birth alongside photos of her new family of 6, which also includes the couple's daughter, 6-year-old Ember Jean, and their sons Bo James, 4, and Radley Knight, 2. She's here. Welcome to the world, Mirabella May Roloff, the mother of 4, wrote on social media. 8 pounds 12 ounces and born peacefully at home on May 23 at 4:29 a.m. It was my dream birth, and so many things I had prayed for and envisioned for months leading up came to fruition. I can't wait to tell you the story soon. But for now, we are soaking in all the cuddles and adjusting to newborn life as a family of 6. These are the days. She added soon after on her Instagram story more photos from the home birth and sweet moments with Mirabella in the days since, writing, "I can't wait to tell you the story of her birth. It was an absolute dream. We recorded it, and I can't stop watching. There is nothing like the afterbirth high." Jeremy also shared the big baby news on his own social media. "Please welcome Mirabella May Roloff to planet Earth," he wrote alongside photos from the birth of his second daughter. "Audrey delivered her in our bedroom, and it was a profound experience being that intimate and close to the moment. Audrey is a superhero, and Mirabella is beautiful. Very grateful." He concluded, "Family of 6, haha let's." The former reality TV couple, who appeared on the TLC series until 2018, first announced they were expecting their fourth child together in November. "Secrets out. Baby 4 is on the way," they wrote on Instagram at the time in a joint post. "We are so excited to be growing our family again and adding another little grommet to our crew." Matt Roloff gave fans a sprinkle of insight into 2 of his adult children, Molly and Jacob. The Little People, Big World star opened up about his relationship with the 2 in a statement posted to Facebook over the weekend that answered a few of the most asked questions he's received from viewers recently. including how often he sees the kids he shares with his ex-wife, Amy, and his grandkids. Molly loves her private life up in Spokane, but we still see her often, Matt, 62, wrote in the lengthy update. Sometimes Caryn, Chandler, and I fly up to northern Washington for a weekend visit, and often her and Joel come stay either at the big house or at my new house. Molly and Joel were just here in Arizona, staying with us for days, enjoying the sunshine and taking in the local wildlife zoo, he added. Always wonderful to visit with the amazing Molly Jo and hubby Joel. Speaking of his son, he said, "It's hard for me to not talk the most about Jacob. While you all see Zach and his family the most on TV, I see and talk to Jacob, Izzy, and Mateo the most," Matt revealed. He has developed over the past 2.5 years a burning passion to run and generate his own projects on the farm. He enjoys milling his own lumber, all things mechanical, setting up the annual pumpkin patch business, while planting hundreds of new fruit trees and building gardens that grow their own organic foods and vegetables to feed his family. Him and Izzy are passionate about the soil and the environment, and they bring me fresh eggs from our chickens every other morning. The Roloff family patriarch continued. They live on the farm and are always around working away with little Mateo collecting eggs and helping his dad pull the tools around in his wagon. Mateo and Liam, Caryn's grandson, are very best friends and play and adventure together on the farm frequently. Matt also touched upon his and Caryn's plans to wed following his April 2023 announcement that the two were engaged after 6 years of dating. Still no news on a wedding date, lol. We are loving life and the current status, between getting the house finished, wrapping up LPBB filming, moving my mother, and all the other things that life throws at you. We haven't had much time to really sit down and plan anything. I imagine we will start working on that soon. But no date or location has been set yet, but actively gathering ideas, he concluded. In addition to Molly and Jacob, the TLC reality star also shares twins Zach and Jeremy with his ex-wife. Jeremy left the series in 2016, and Molly followed shortly after that in 2019. Earlier this year, Zach and his wife Tori also announced they quit